So wait, there's no ending? He just accepts it? That he's gonna die? Well, that doesn't make any sense. I feel like I relate to Marisol too much. Dude.
Wait, if we just die, then that means that it's the end, right? So, wait, what happens when I die? But I haven't done anything. So what if I die right now? Then there's no. But I haven't done anything. What's the meaning of my life? What is the meaning of my life? No. It can't be like this. Hold on. What is the meaning of my life? Okay, it doesn't have a meaning. Okay, so what if I try? My life has no meaning. What? 1-800, why am I like this? They made a hotline for this kind of thing? I better call. I guess I better call this number, man. 1-800, why am I like this? I cannot associate logic and reason with belief in a higher power. But the meaning of life is belief in a higher power. Therefore, I must take a leap of faith. Oh, that's a long way down. I don't know, but I must find the meaning of life. And that faith. And the leap of faith. What is that? 1-800, why am I like this? This is Soren. Yes. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, when was the last time you've been to church? Or do you believe in God? You don't. Okay. Why? You think it's absurd? Well, that's the point. You can't associate logic and reason with belief in a higher power. Why, you have to take a leap of faith. Look, son, there's 3 stages in life. The aesthetic stage, where you're just viewing the simple pleasures in life, and you're going about life in this surface level, whatever you want to call it. Then there's the ethical stage, where you might consider all the rules and regulations of life, but you still don't understand. Then, finally, you'll find the meaning in the religious stage, where you'll take a leap of faith and finally find a belief in God. That is the only road to true meaning in life. What do you mean, what do other people think in you? The crowd is untruth. Look, the only way you can find meaning in life is if you take a leap in faith. Just take a leap of faith. You have to take the leap. Goodbye. What do you mean take a leap of faith, man? I don't want to die to find the meaning of my life. That just doesn't... What? Take a leap. Rude. Bye. That guy kind of sucked. I wonder if I can get a different dispatcher. 1-800, why am I like this? Yeah. Speak to a dispatcher?
Is not discovered. It is forged. So I will philosophize with a hammer. I must become the greatest version of myself.
What could that be? Hello. 1-800, why am I like this? This is Friedrich. Uh-huh. What do you mean the last guy told you that a belief in God was the only way to find meaning in life? Soren, I told you that God is dead and we have killed him! Yeah, I understand. As I said before, God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him. Now that doesn't mean that we as humans have killed him, but our belief in ourself and in knowledge and in logic and reason has killed God. Now, to find meaning in life, you must become the best version of yourself. Now, son, have you ever heard of the Ubermensch? The Ubermensch is someone who does not follow the rules of others and embraces self-discovery and overcoming. Son, you must become the best version of yourself. You must overcome these challenges and become the Ubermensch. Okay? Yes, son. Now, how have you been living your life lately? Do you live your life like you could live it over and over again? I understand. We cannot control our desires. You should live your life as if you would want to live it over and over again, becoming the best version of yourself and not abiding by the desires of others. I'm glad I could help you. Goodbye. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, man. Wow. That guy was really over the top. I don't want to become some alpha bro. I think I need to call somebody else. 1-800, why am I like this? Ah, yes. Yeah, I'd like to speak to a different dispatcher. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I could choose coffee today. What an absurd life. But still, I don't have time. One 800, why am I like this? This is Albert. Uh-huh. Well, yeah. Life has no meaning. Well, yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's the absurd. Yeah, absurd. The paradoxical situation between our desire to ask, what is the meaning of life, and the impossibility of reaching an answer. Precisely. Yeah. So you feel like it's all just rolling a stone up a hill? Well, yeah. It's pointless. I see. I mean, you just have to reject it, rebel against it, become an absurd hero. Reject the idea that life is absurd and still live it with meaning anyways. Yeah, you make your own meaning by rejecting the absurd because there is no meaning. Well, yeah, that does make you like Sisyphus. But the struggle is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy, and you are Sisyphus. Okay. Hope you find what you're looking for. Goodbye. You mean I'm just like Sisyphus? What do you mean he's happy? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, goodbye. That guy was just way too laid back. Who are these people? I just can't find the answer I want. Let's try somebody else. 1-800, why am I like this? Yeah, I'd like to speak to a different dispatcher, please. Okay. F. F minus. I shouldn't have taken this job. This job is not the only thing in my life. 1-800, why am I like this? This is Jean-Paul. Aha. Well, I think you're living in bad faith. What is bad faith, you might ask? Well, it's a form of self-deception where we're denying our fundamental freedom and responsibility by living inauthentically. See, if you just do your job for the rest of your life, then, well, it has no meaning. Life has no meaning because you're living inauthentically. Think if you were a waiter, right? And you were a good waiter. You know, you're running around, you're taking orders, you're trying to make the guests happy. Well, your whole life is about being a waiter. And that's living in bad faith because now your whole life will be reduced to being a waiter. See, fulfilling our social roles, such as the waiter, should not make up our entire being. I think we're too focused on these social roles and we're not focusing enough on what we want and living authentically. Yes. Okay. See, we as humans are not dogs. Therefore, existence precedes essence. We are the only being in the universe that can create meaning for ourselves, and that is through freedom. Oh, what do you mean? You're worried about judgment? Haha, my friend, you're living in hell. Hell is other people. We must see ourselves as subjects and not objects. It's not that other people are bad, but it's that our desperation for their approval puts us in hell. So, how might you live, you ask? Well, you want to live in freedom. Deny yourself no desire or pleasure. Live in a way that you want, not that meets others' approval. I understand. Have a good day, my friend. I should just live life out of my desire? Okay. Yeah. Bye. Man, that guy was so uptight for his philosophy. Try one more. 1-800 why am I like this? Yes. Oh, there's only one more dispatcher. Yeah, I'd like to speak to him. Oh, it's a woman. Okay. Yeah. 1-800 why am I like this? This is Simone. Remember, you are not alone in this life. I understand. Yeah. Okay. Well, we are not born with a set purpose, but instead we create our own essence. But I'm sure you already spoke to Jean. Yes. See, there's an ethical standard in which way we can use our own freedom. See, other people are necessary for our freedom. Otherwise, our actions would be useless. Hell is not other people. To be free and ethical, we must recognize others' freedom and not impede on their choices. But instead, we can help with their choices. Others can even help us recognize our own freedom. We can create projects. We don't have to live in bad faith while seeking approval and having relationships with others. I see. Yes. No. There are some inauthentic attitudes. See, someone who refuses to live spontaneously is boring. Someone who's too serious, well, they're also boring. And then I'm sure you spoke to Friedrich already. Oh, he's such a nihilist. See, he's no fun either. And then there's the adventurer, and I'm sure you spoke to Jean. Yes. He only cares about himself. See, life is about embracing our freedom with others. Life is all about relationships. I see. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. So I can be free, but I can also have relationships with others, and that's what life is about. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Have a great day. Wow. Well, she was definitely the nicest out of all of them. Okay. Well, out of what everybody told me, there is no meaning. But instead, I make it myself, and I am free to choose that meaning. But man, all of those people that I talked to, they were crazy. I wouldn't take advice from any of them.